Okay, so the day has finally arrived, man. Easy Mill and the GOAT on the same track. The track is called The Realest. Now, before we even get started, give me 1 minute. I need to explain something to you very quickly. Easy Mill will be dropping his entire album on the 11th of August, right? That album review, the entire album review, and you know how I review albums, you know how I review tracks, man. It's going to be detailed. Some tracks will have graphics on it, some will have effects and things like that. That entire album review will be available on the 12th of August. So after he drops it on the 12th of August, it'll be available on the Sphere. I'm going to leave the link down in the description, and you can click on the link and go to the Sphere. But here's the catch. To join the Sphere and to access additional content will cost you $1. Just $1. I'm not even kidding. $1 a month. Now, the subscription does not renew, so you don't have to worry about that. You can literally subscribe for $1 for 1 month, and then the subscription sort of cancels once that month is over, and then you can decide whether you want to renew your subscription the month after that. If you want to do a subscription for 3 months, there's a $3 option, and that's $1 per month. With that $1, this is what you get. You will get access to the full review of his entire album on the Sphere. You will get one additional reaction every single day in additional content in the Sphere. And you will get one additional reaction in the general reaction library in the Sphere. So that's 2 extra reactions every single day for an entire month, number 1. And number 2, the full album review of Easy Mill's Duality, right? Early access. Okay, so you can go and watch that entire thing, and you can binge that entire thing for $1. Now, the reason I'm doing it for $1 is because I'm looking for the numbers, right? I'm looking for people to go and sign up to the Sphere, because I've got a whole new concept of content that is going to be dropped in September that is completely different of anything you've seen in the reaction game. It's completely different. It's heartwarming. You will see where your money's going. It's actually flipping cool. Really, really, really cool. You will see where I invest your money. Okay? And you will love it. So it's for a good cause, and it's $1. You can find $1 in the couch cushions. Literally, I've kept it that low. You can find $1 in the couch cushion. You drop $1 on the floor, you lose $1 underneath the car seats. Right? So yeah, so for $1 you will get 60 additional reactions per month, which is 2 additional reactions per day, and the entirety of my review to Easy Mill's The Realest, to Easy Mill's Duality album, right? The entirety of it will be on the Sphere. So if you're so inclined to actually support the Sphere and to help me on this venture to this new content, I would really, really appreciate that. For $1, I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for $1. $1 from each person, and you get a flurry of content, and I get to reach my target of dropping some of the most awesome content you will see in the next 2 months. Okay. Anyway, let's get straight into this, man. Easy Mill, The Realest with Eminem. Someone sent me the lyric video. I'm actually just going to do the lyric video, right? Because we want to see what they're saying. Let's see what they've got, man. Eminem, Easy Mill. I've been waiting for this, man. Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
If I was in the Philippines, he'll be like my motherfucking Malcolm X, my Martin Luther King, because it's too fighting to go unnoticed. There's no way I'm just gonna pass him off like he's just some any rapper, like a one-hit wonder. Yeah, I'm on whatever you want. I ain't gonna talk on the phone. Keep that same energy fucking with.
Okay, wait a second. As you know, actually, let's listen to this once first, and then afterwards we'll go into the breakdown, as we always do with Easy Mill reactions. I almost forgot to do that. Let's do that. Let's go.
My motherfucking Malcolm X, my Martin Luther King, because it's too fighting to go unnoticed. There's no way I'm just gonna pass him off like he's just some any rapper, like a one-hit wonder. Yeah, I'm on whatever you want. I ain't gonna talk on the phone. Keep that same energy fucking with enemies. It's getting tempting to run in your home. Buddy, I do it alone. Cuddy said, wait at my homes. Don't just go hit him, cause I gotta drive. You focus on aiming that blick at his dome. No, you motherfuckers be lucky as fuck that ain't nobody envious of you enough. Take it from me like a brother who dug off the mud on his head, but done ended up cuffed. Then he just gets back at it, get into a world where you double what he did cause he learned. Give it up or get fucked and turn, homie. I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gon' be nice. I'm my beginners. Got a service for the sinners with bodies, so stop trying to be another addiction. Cause I'm the realest
barely survive that shit. Minus a 9 from 10, Eminem spot still sits. But fuck a position.
Hey, fire, bro.
Out with it. I ain't never gonna be an opt-out mission. Get the Glock out with it, get the poppin'. Dip out of smoke with the homies, we mobbing. While cleaning the stash of my caliber. Some of them might got your name on them. While I brag about shit that can happen. I'm the reason that they got a chain on them. When I rap, they consider me a Gatling. Filling up mags, I'm finna go clapping. Getting that bag with a go be rabbit. I know they hate this flow. I'm in the mode to get to killing you with the best steak in your dough. You never getting a penny or less. Still in the flows, and I'ma spit it again as a test. Sickety hoe, they get the bitch and the bigger the breast. Nevertheless, I'ma get it in a way that you can never better. Instead of setting a bed up, I let up with the bread. Make it and your bitches in front of me. Cause I'm kinda getting fed up, always leaving y'all wet up. Like, I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gon' be envious of my beginnings. Got a service for the sentence with bodies, so stop trying to be another addiction. Cause I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gon' be envious.
You know who we waiting for? You know who we waiting for?
Guess I've really no right to complain much. Hip-hop has been good to me, huh? But when they say that I'm only top 5 cause I'm white, why would I be stunned? My skin color's still working against me. Cause second I should be the none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. Nope, it's why they can't put me at 1. They're coming with more venom, so the haters I'm aiming it toward them. And all the envious rappers I torch if I'm on a joint with them. And that is the only retort, is I'm not played in the clubs. Motherfucker put a cork in it. Only reason they still play your shit in the club is cause you still perform in them. I am a guest in this house, but I turn this bitch to a mansion. That's an expansion, made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, and Japan's in this bitch, even Dubai. Because my music they do buy. You died trying to sign, just two side guys. Just could not unscrew my head up the blue-eyed devil. I never quit, do I? Cause you know you get washed like a bar soap. You pussy, you wouldn't give a cigar to smoke. And I know it eats at your heart like an artichoke. Because you know that's how likely you are to choke. Cause I rip you apart, I go bananas, proceed to spit every bar broke. I was spitting before my mother's water broke. It's not even close, you bitch, I'm by far to go. Gen Z is acting like rap experts. Sip up your gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound. Y'all need to stick to what you do best. Shooting schools up, yeah, go load up.
I wasn't supposed to pause there, but I had to pause because I had to pause. This motherfucker is trying to get cancelled. What the fuck? Yay, facts, bro. Facts, dude. But what the fuck, bro? Yo, Eminem's gonna fucking... Oh my god, he's gonna rattle some fucking fragile cages, man. Oh, that fucking loud. Woo! Okay. Okay. Jesus! Relax, dude. Relax, dude. Good lord.
Gen Z is acting like rap experts. Sip up your gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound. Y'all need to stick to what you do best. Shooting schools up, yeah. Go load up rounds in your parents' gats and go to class and let off at the strap and go to town. Shout to the Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, there's someone who really is furious. Stay out his path, his wrath avoid. And I'll be the last to toy with a juice head whose brain is like half destroyed, like a meteor hit it. Well, then went Melly Mel. We lost his asteroid. God was like, I got him, but I'm gonna start him at the bottom of the barrel. Brought him in the world where the mother wasn't by him and his father was a cow. Taught him as a child when the fucking body was around how to get himself up and out of poverty. And now, not even a growl in his stomach, gotta be a hound. So they put your body in the ground, probably gonna sound like a cliche, but when haters try to get you down, say
Eminem doesn't disappoint though.
I'm just playing, Gen Z. You know I love you.
You know you're not playing, bro. Don't fucking lie, Shady. Don't lie. You know you meant every fucking word of that. You fucking know it, dude. Bro, Eminem is too much fucking heat, bro. Eminem is too much. Easy Mill did his thing. I must be honest, it was great. But again, in true Eminem fine fucking form, the moment, that's why he always goes second, the moment he gets on a track, he owns it. Right? And I take nothing away from Easy Mill. Like I said, Easy Mill is an insane spitter, right? An insane spitter. But you've got the GOAT on the track, right? And Eminem had some shit to say. He had some shit to get off. Alright? And he was fucking real with it, dude. That Eminem's fucking verse was fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. The majority of the Gen Z are going to focus their ire at Eminem now, which is great for publicity as well. Anyway, let's just go back and let's just do a breakdown of this over here. Whew. That Eminem verse was fucking crazy good, man. Let's go.
If I was in the Philippines, he'll be be like my motherfucking Malcolm X, my Martin Luther King, because it's too fighting to go unnoticed. There's no way I'm just gonna pass him off like he's just some.
I also like the beat on this though.
I'm on whatever you want. I ain't gonna talk on the phone. Keep that same energy fucking with enemies. Just getting tempted to run in your home.
She says, I'm on whatever you want. It's very simple. A lot of what Easy Mill has said here is actually very simple, right? It's not bar heavy. He's not going into too many doubles and double entendres and things like that, right? He's just keeping it simple. And the reason why he's doing that is because it's the realist. When you're real, you don't really want to beat around the bush. You want to come direct, right? The same thing with Eminem. He had a couple of bars that were very, very good, right? Which he's going to have, but they want to come direct. This is a type of track where they're talking, right? They want to talk at you, right? So I'm whatever you on. I ain't going to talk on the phone. I'm not that guy that talks on the phone. Keep up that energy, fucking with enemies until you get me, until, tempting me to run up on your home, essentially. So it's like, everyone's got a loud mouth today, right? Which is also playing into the whole Gen Z fucking story. Everyone's talking. Everyone's got big mouths, talking big on the fucking internet and on the phone, right? But keep up that energy. When I run into your fucking home, I want you to keep up that energy. I want you to tell me that to my face, and let's see how much of a fucking brave little hero are you, or are you a coward? You know what I mean? So that's basically what he's saying over here.
Buddy, I do it alone. Cuddy said, wait on my homes. Don't just go hit him, cause I gotta drive. You focus on aiming that blick at his dome.
No, this I think was the Buddy, I do it alone. So he's just basically saying I did it alone. Cuddy, I'm not entirely sure who's referring to. Cuddy said, word to my homes, don't just go hit him, cause I gotta drive. You focus on, so I've gotta drive. So basically you're saying I've gotta go. I can't just go and hit him, cause I've actually got somewhere to go at the end of the day, right? You focus on aiming that blick at his dome. So focus on the most important things, but like aiming that blick at his dome, aiming that blick at his head, no cap, fire. So like if you actually think it's like aiming that blick, if you fire at the dome, you blow off his cap, right? And then no cap is in like no lie, right? So you can actually flip that bar twice over there. You can flip it around where you focus on aiming that blick at his dome, which is his enemies, but then he's like you focus aiming that weapon at his dome. So basically putting all of your attention into your writing, into your lyricism rather. You know what I mean? So you can see it both ways.
No cap, you motherfuckers be lucky as fuck that ain't nobody envious of you enough. Take it from me like a brother who dug off the mud on his head but done ended up cuffed.
I fucking love this fucking line over here. This line over here is one of Easy Mill's top lines here. You motherfuckers be lucky as fuck that you ain't nobody envious of you enough, right? You're lucky that no one cares about you, right? Because from me, right? Take it from a brother who dug it off the mud. I literally came from the ground. I had to dig I had to dig out of the mud to get to this position, right? And then I still ended up cuffed. Right? So he's basically saying, I had to get out of adversity just to get back into adversity, right? You guys are lucky, man. You guys are nobodies. So you should count your lucky stars that you're nobodies. Do you know what I mean? Because then you didn't have to put any effort. I like that.
Nobody envious of you enough. Take it from me like a brother who dug off the mud on his head but done ended up cuffed. Then he just gets back at it, get into a world where you double what he did cause he learned. Give it up or get fucked.
Fire. Then he just gets backed out again into a world where you double what he did because you learn, you give it up or get fucked in turn, homie. So he's basically saying that, the world that he lived in, it was tough. It's like it was a tough world that he lived in, and he's like he backed in and out of this world. He had to go through an terrible amount of adversity, and he's basically saying, "I took my lessons over here, right?" And then I say, "Cause you learn, you give it up, or get fucked in turn." Exactly, because you learn, because you take your lessons. You also is basically saying you've got to know when to sort of gain ground. You've got to lose ground to gain ground. And I've had to learn in my life that sometimes I had to get knocked down. Sometimes I had to give up ground in order for me to attain ground. And this is where he's gotten up to this point. He's now given up a lot of ground so that he can attain all this ground that he's got right now with the Eminem story.
I'm the realest in the business and everybody gonna be envious of my beginnings.
I love that. I'm the realest in the business and everyone's going to be envious of my beginnings. So what I like about this is that he's actually putting his beginnings, because no one's envious of his beginnings, right? He's basically saying this point right now is his start. This is his beginnings. This over here. So he says, whatever I did in this game up until this point is nothing. That is not my beginnings. This is my beginnings from this point, and you're going to be envious of my beginnings. You haven't even seen my success train's destination. You haven't even seen where I'm going. All you know that my beginnings is with Eminem. That's my actual beginnings. Forget about everything else. Everything else was kind of like a precursor, a prelude. It was kind of like it was a warm-up. We didn't even begin this race yet. It was all just a warm-up. This point right now was my beginnings, right? And now you're going to see where the success train goes, right? And then I got a circus for the sinners with bodies. So stop trying to, I love the fact that he equates that to circus, because in the circus, if you actually think about it, what are in the circus? Clowns and all of these aerobatics that are flipping bodies and shit like that, right? So he's basically saying, I've got a circus with all these fucking bodies that are doing all their flips, which kind of like, you know, doing their flips and losing their mind and shit like that for all you clowns. So he's basically putting them in his circus. And the thing is why he's saying circus is because I own the circus for my own entertainment. You are my entertainment. I like that. Let's go.
Circus for the sinners with bodies, so stop trying to be another addiction. Cause I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gonna be heaviest on my beginnings. Got a circus for the sinners with bodies, so stop trying to be another addition.
I actually like that, but I like the way he says stop trying to be another addition, because he alludes to the fact like, okay, the circus is getting full, man. Like, I can't fill more clowns in the circus. Let's go.
I got hit in the head, barely survived that shit. Minus a 9 from 10, Eminem spot still sits, but fuck up position.
I love this fucking line. I done got hit in the head, barely survived that shit. Minus a 9 from 10, Eminem spot still sits, right? So he's basically said Eminem's number one. You can fucking say whatever you fucking like, say he's top 10. And the reason why he's saying that is because he's like, oh, he's not even in my top 10, or he's in my top 10. No, fuck that. Minus 9 from 10, and that's Eminem's spot. That's where Eminem sits, and he will forever sit there. Let's go.
I'm tuning him in, little you rock.
That's why I'm tuning him in. That's also fire. I like that. So he's like, but fuck a position. I don't care the position on a list. I'm tuning him in. You know what I mean? Fire.
Minus a 9 from 10, Eminem spot still sits, but fuck a position. I'm tuning him in, little you rock out with it. I ain't never gonna be an opt-out mission. Get the Glock out with it, get the poppin', dip out of smoke with the homies. We mobbing wild.
Fire. Let you rock out with it. I ain't never gonna be an opt-out mission, so I don't opt out of anything. Get the Glock out and let's get popping, right? Because he wants you to fucking be part of this show. Dip out and smoke with the homies. So dip out as well. You know, you dipping out of something, dipping out of beef, dipping into beef, right? With the smoke, with the gun smoking, with homies we be mobbing. So he's basically just flexing over there.
I'm cleaning the stash of my caliber. Some of them might got your name on them. While I brag about shit that can happen, I'm the reason that they got a chain on them.
This over here has like a mad flex. Clean the stash out of my caliber. So obviously he's just referring to the guns. And then he turns up like, he's basically saying like, clean the stash out of my caliber. So basically he's talking about calibers in weapons, and then the calibers in terms of the caliber of artists that he ranks artists, right? So it's like, I'm cleaning out my calibers. The only caliber I have is Eminem, right? The only caliber I have is this one caliber, which is me and Eminem. Some of them might got your name on them. So he's talking about the bullets, talking about the calibers. Want to brag about shit that could happen. I'm the reason that they got the chain on them, right? So he's basically saying, but you want to brag about shit and whatever else, the only reason these fuckers aren't coming for you, the only reason that these calibers aren't coming for you is because I'm the one holding them back, right? I've got the power over that. And it would be a shame if I were to let go of this chain. It's just like a subtle warning.
But some of them might got your name on them. While I brag about shit that can happen, I'm the reason that they got a chain on them. When I rap, they consider me a Gatling, filling up mags, I'm finna go clapping. Getting that bag with a go be rabbit, I know they hate.
I love that. When I rap, I consider me a Gatling gun. So it's Gatling gun that fires like God knows how many rounds per minute, right? That circular one, that Rambo fucking gun, filling up mags. I'm finna go clapping, right? So obviously it's just clapping, shooting, firing off. Get in the bag with gold B rabbits. So B rabbit being Eminem, right? I know that they hate this. I know they hate this flow. So now
they consider me a Gatling, filling up mags, I'm finna go clapping. Getting that bag with a gold B rabbit, I know they hate this flow. I'm in the mode to get to killing again with the best stick in your dough. You never getting a penny or less, still in the flows, and I'ma spit it again as a test. Sickety hoe, they get the bitch and the bigger the breast. Nevertheless, I'ma get it in a way that you can never better. Instead of setting it better, but let up with the beretta, make it do.
I love this over here. I'm in the mode to get killing again with the best stick in your dome. So I love the fact that he's actually just referring to the weapon. So stick, referring to gun, but the best stick, the best weapon in your dome. So it's basically his intellect. You're never getting a penny or less stealing the flows. So it's fire. So he's basically saying you're just going to get heat. I'm going to spread it again and test sick of the hose. They get to bitching, the bigger the breasts. Okay, now he's just disrespecting his hose on a different level, right? Nevertheless, I'm going to get it. Enter with the trigger. Never better. So basically, enter with the trigger. I like the fact that he's actually saying that, because he's saying like, this is his shot. You got one shot, enter with the trigger. So like the trigger of a gun. Never better. Instead of setting them up, I let up with my Beretta, which is a type of handgun. It's an Italian-made handgun. I make a duk on bitches in front of PETA. Now what I fucking like about PETA, isn't PETA like that animal organization which like looks after animals and shit like that? So he's basically someone to shoot you like a dog in front of the organization that is supposed to look after you. You know what I mean? I think that's what he's trying to say, which is ridiculously funny. So it's basically saying, I'm gonna fucking, you stray dog, I'm literally gonna put you in front of the people who are supposed to look after you, so basically the people you love, right? And I'm gonna fucking pull the trigger on you motherfuckers there, right? Which is a crazy insult, because I'm kind of getting fed up of leaving you all wet up like. Okay, so he's just basically over it.
I'm kinda getting fed up, always leaving y'all wet up. Like, I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gonna be envious of my beginnings. Got a service for the sentence with bodies, just stop trying to be another.
Now we're gonna go into the goats, bro. This is gonna be mad.
Guess I've really no right to complain much. Hip hop has been good to me, huh? But when they say that I'm only top 5 cause I'm white, why would I be stunned?
Exactly. Why would you be stunned? Specifically in the world that we are in today with all this political bullshit over here. It's no longer a meritocracy, right? It's not based on your merits over here, right? It's based on your feelings, right? Everyone's feelings. You know, the court of opinion is out in the public over there. And if someone feels that Eminem is not the greatest because they feel he's not the greatest because of skin color and shit like that, they just say it, and that's what it is. Facts don't matter anymore, right? Facts don't matter. It's all about your feelings. So he's like, why would I be stunned? Because this is the fucking world we're living over here, right? And he's like, and he still says, look, hip hop has been good to me. I understand that this is and I think he's actually said it in one of the interviews before, saying, yeah, I mean, you could consider me a guest in hip hop, but at the end of the day, as a guest in hip hop, I came in as the guest and became the best. So am I a guest anymore? No, you're one of the greats in fucking hip hop, right? But we all look at everything through skin color and through all these other fucking stupid notions. Anyway, carry on.
Much hip hop has been good to me, huh? But when they say that I'm only top 5 cause I'm white, why would I be stunned? My skin color's still working against me, cause second I should be the none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. Nope.
This is actually a crazy verse over here. My skin color still working against me because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to go against him for that. They're gonna attack him for that. So it's like, oh my god, you what? You're saying your skin color is working against you, right? And he's literally referring to the actual rap game itself, right? My skin color is still working against me because second should be to none. I should be second to none. Being white ain't why they put me at 5. It's why they can't put me at 1. That's fucking insane line over there. Right? It's because I'm white. It doesn't matter that I'm the greatest. That's why they can't put me at 1. That is it. That's the only reason they can't put me at 1. No? And it's the same thing like saying Eminem is a guest in hip hop because he's white. Right? That's saying that. It's the same logic as saying, okay, well, Tiger Woods is a guest in golf because he's black. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying LeBron James is a guest in basketball because he's black. Is that fair? Is LeBron James not one of the best to ever do it in basketball? Is Tiger Woods not one of the best to ever do it in golf? But it doesn't work the other way around, right? Because we don't live in that world anymore. We don't live in that world. It's like, you are the best at something, but we can't give you that adulation because of your skin color. We can't give you that credit because of your skin color, right? Unless you're anything other than white. That's basically what he's saying. And he's being fucking dead real with it.
It's why they can't put me at 1. They're coming with more venom, so the haters, I'm aiming it toward them. And all the envious rappers I torch if I'm on a...
They're coming with more venom, so the haters, I'm aiming towards them. all the envious rappers I torch if I'm on a joint with them. That's very, very fucking true. Kind of a diss to Easy Mill over here. It's like all of these. Okay, but so it's basically not. It's like Easy Mill's not an envious rapper at the end of the day. But he says if I'm on a joint with them, I'll join. I'll torch him, which is quite cool. Joint is in like a fucking joint, and then joint is in like a track. Right? So if I'm on a joint with it, I'll fucking torch them, and then you torch a joint and you torch the track. Fire.
Joint with them, and that is the only retort is I'm not played in the clubs. Motherfucker put a cork in it. Only reason they still play your shit in the club is cause you still perform in
I fucking love this line over here. That's the only retort is that I'm not played. You hear that all of the time. Oh no, but he's not played in the clubs. Motherfucker put a cork in it. So clubs, champagne in the clubs, put a fucking cork in it. It's like, let me stop this party for a second over here. The only reason that they play your shit in the clubs is because you still perform in them. Do you know what I mean? Because you're still a fucking child, because you're still a baby, right? That's why they listen to you, because you still perform in them. You go there to promote yourself. I don't need to promote myself. I fucking put something out. It fucking hits the radio waves. It goes viral without me having to go and fucking sing and dance on fucking stage for you. You know what I mean? In front of all of these club biddy boppers. Come on, man.
I am a guest in this house, but I turn this bitch to a mansion.
Yeah. See, he admits it. He's like, I am a guest in this house, but I turned this bitch into a mansion. That's an expansion, right? Made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, Japan. This shit never went around the world before until Eminem fucking got to it. Eminem made this shit go global. You know what I mean? He took it out of the American cultural sphere, right? And he made this culture go fucking worldwide, 100%.
It's cause you still perform in them. I am a guest in this house, but I turn this bitch to a mansion. That's an expansion, made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, and Japan's in this bitch, even Dubai. Because my music, they do buy you.
I love that. Even Dubai, because my music, they do buy. Dubai, fire. You died trying. The scientists, the two psychiatrists could not unscrew my head off. The blue-eyed devil, I never quit, do I? Fire, bro. Fire!
Made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, and Japan's in this bitch, even Dubai. Because my music, they do buy. You died trying to scientist, two psychiatrists could not unscrew my head up. The blue-eyed devil, I never quit, do I? Cause you know you get washed like a bar soap. You pussy, you wouldn't give a cigar to smoke. And I know it eats at your heart like an artichoke. Because you know that's how likely you are to choke. Cause I pick you apart, I go bananas, proceed to spit every bar broke. I was spitting before my mother's water broke.
This over here, bro, this fucking verse over here is so much fucking fire. Nah, cause you know you'd get washed like a bar of soap, so a bar of soap washed with a bar of soap, right? But he's also throwing bar into there with regards to actual bars. You'll get washed up with my bars, right? You pussy, you wouldn't give it a cigar to smoke. You wouldn't fucking dare in your right mind actually even light a smoke with me. Like, you wouldn't even start smoke with me. It's like, you wouldn't even give a cigar to smoke. You wouldn't come against me. You want smoke with me? You wouldn't even give a cigar to smoke. That's how much you don't want to fucking go against me. And I know that it eats your heart out like an artichoke. Fire, because you know that how likely you are to choke. So artichoke, and artichoke is like a vegetable. It's like all these different layers. And then you've got the heart of the artichoke, and that's what you eat. You don't eat the leaves on the outside. You eat the heart of an artichoke. You know what I mean? Because you know that it's how likely you are to choke. Artichoke. Fire fucking play on that. Your heart is broke as I rip you apart. I go bananas, proceed to split you. Banana split. So I split you in every bar. So it's like a bar of banana, right? It looks like a bar. Bro, I was speaking before my mother's water broke. Absolutely fire. Speaking before my mother's water broke, also playing into flow. You're right. He had this flow before his mother's water broke. It's not even close, you bitch. I'm by far the GOAT. Fire, and he's not fucking lying. This is 100% facts, bro.
Your heart is broke as I rip you apart. I go bananas, proceed to spit every bar broke. I was spitting before my mother's water broke. It's not even close, you bitch. I'm by far the GOAT. Gen Z is acting like rap experts. Sip up your gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound.
Thank you from the fucking GOAT himself. Gen Z is acting like rap experts. You don't even know how rap is supposed to sound. You don't fucking know anything about it. You know anything. Stick to your little screens, motherfuckers. This motherfucker was writing raps when you were sitting with those phones. Cling, zing, zing. Eight. Ring. 2. Ring. 5. Ring. You know what I mean? Those fucking phones and those modems like. Yeah, that's when this motherfucker was making raps, okay? That's when this motherfucker was making raps. Where world wasn't so fucking easy on the fucking phones and you could make fucking beats on fucking Fruit Loops. You know what I mean? So you don't know fuck all about this game. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You haven't been on this planet long enough. Stop acting like you fucking know something, right? If you think that you're so clever, then move out of your parents' house now while you still have all of your knowledge. You know you're all clever, so move out of your parents' house now while you sharp. While you know more than everybody else in the world. Get the fuck out of your mother's house and go do shit for yourself. You know what I mean? Go earn your own money.
Birds, sip up your gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound. Y'all need to stick to what you do best. Shooting schools up, go load up rounds in your parents' gats and go to class. And
this fucking line over here, good fucking lord. And it's very, very, very telling because of the mental instability we have in today's day and age. And that's thanks to social media, and it's thanks to a failed political system that we have this kind of instability, right? Whereas like, go stick to what you do best, shooting up schools. Go load up rounds in your parents' gats and go to class and let off with the strap and go to town. Fuck, he's actually speaking hard over here. Do you know what I mean? Where it's basically the reason you get these shooters, and this is what's crazy about these things. I'm gonna go off a bit, I'm gonna veer a little bit off over here. The reason you get these kind of people that are shooting up schools and things like that is because of society that tells people, right, to only listen to their feelings. It tells people that your feelings are more important than everything. You know what you get? You know what you get when you tell that to a society? A school shooter. That's what you get when you tell that to a society. To give in to all of your feelings. Some feelings, most feelings, right, are feelings that you should throw out. Most feelings, you should throw them out. Right? If you don't operate on logic, you're always going to find yourself in a fucking stupid situation. And you're going to find yourself in a way that you can't handle the fucking world. And when you can't handle the world, you can't handle your feelings, right? And then people go and do dumb shit like this. Why? Because they are not being brought up in a way where it's like, regardless of your fucking feelings, your feelings aren't important. This is how you comport yourself in society. This is how you control and channel your emotions. Stop operating on emotions. But we're telling society and we're telling kids today that their emotions and their feelings are the most important thing in the world. And what do you get? A society that cannot handle the world. Words are violent. Opinions are violent. Everybody needs to be cancelled because if they say something, it hurts you. It hurts your safe space. You need to be bubble wrapped. And when you can't take all of that and that gets too much for you, right? Then you pick up a fucking gun and you go and you act out your feelings and you do that kind of shit. Right? That is the dangers of getting a society to operate on emotion and emotion alone. And that's what he's talking about. This goes deep. There's so much nuance into this. This line is hectic because it is so fucking real and so true that it is something crazy. And you'll just keep getting more and more and more and more and more and more and more of this. Because politicians and society at large seem to be sold on the idea that we need to make men less masculine and make them more feminine, and they need to be more in touch with their emotions, right? And that everything's okay, and it's okay to not be okay, and you want to build them into these docile, fragile people, right? That can't control their emotions. And then comes a point when that gets too much for them, and they get the snapping point. And that's what you're seeing. School shooting after school shooting after school shooting after school shooting after school shooting. Why? Is it because it's a society that's failing? Or is it because there is, look, I still think there's too many weapons in the USA, but it's less that issue and more a psychological issue in my perspective, right? We're having too many people give in to their feelings as opposed to being able to channel it into actually, there is such a thing as, masculine strength is a very important thing for a man. We're designed like that. This is basically, it's biological nature, right? If you're gonna sit there and you're gonna try and let them just give in to their emotions, as opposed to being men and actually dealing with the majority of all school shootings are all men, right? But why you get them is because you are telling a new generation of males to give in to your feelings. That emotions are worth more than everything else, and that you can't, and that you don't need to control those emotions. And every single emotion, every single feeling needs to be internalized, and it needs to be echo chambered, and all that bullshit. And this is what you get. You get a society that's completely collapsing, right? And literally killing off itself.
Get off at the strap and go to town. Shout to the Furious Five and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, there's someone who really is furious. Stay out his path, his wrath.
This was actually crazy, right? So shout to the Furious Five. So this is basically Kung Fu Panda, and then he refers to like the Grandmaster. But boy, this is someone who really is furious. Stay out of his path, his wrath.
And I'll be the last to toy with a juice head whose brain is like half destroyed.
I love the fact that he's saying, I'll be the last one to toy with the juice head, although he's toying with the juice head, right? Millie Mel is fucking a juice head, and his brain is like half destroyed. So he's like, let me not go there while going there. You know what I mean? Destroying like a meteor hit it. Well, there went Millie Mel. We lost his asteroids.
Meteor hit it. Well, then went Millie Mel. We lost his asteroid scams. God was like, I got him, but I'm gonna start him at the bottom of the barrel. Brought him in the world where the mother wasn't volume and his father was a cow. Taught him as a child when the fucking body was around how to get himself up and out of poverty, and now not even a ground.
This is such a real
hound. So they put your body in the ground, probably gonna sound like a cliche.
This is such a fucking real verse over here, and God was like, I got him, but I gotta start him at the bottom. So he's basically saying like, God again. So he's giving credence to a deity. He's giving credence to God, right? And he says, I got him. I've got M. I love the way he's like, I got him. I've got M. I've got you, M. You know what I mean? But I'm going to start you at the bottom because you need to learn something. Brought him in the world where his mother was on Valium and his father was a coward, taught him as a child when the fucking body was around, had to get himself up and out of poverty, right? So it actually taught him strength at the end of the day. His entire life, his entire upbringing, although hard, taught that he actually wanted to get out of this fucking thing. He was better than this life. And now not even a growl in his stomach. So he's basically saying, I don't even have a growl in my stomach anymore. I used to have that, but a growl in the stomach in terms of like his hunger. He used to have the hunger to not be hungry. And now he doesn't have, and I almost kind of feel like he's alluding to the fact that, yes, I don't have that hunger anymore because I've made it, right? And by making it, I don't have a growl in my stomach anymore, but that's just the natural trajectory of fame and success. Got to be a hound, but you've still got to be a hound till they put you in the ground. So regardless of whether the fact that you're hungry or not, you still have to, and you can see Eminem's been a hound, man. He just doesn't stop. He could easily just retire now. He doesn't have to carry on like this, right? But he does. He's like, you still have to be a hound until they put you in the fucking ground. So you never give up until they bury you 6 feet under. And then probably going to sound like a cliche. So he's admitting to a cliche. But when the haters try to beat you down, just say fuck them. Fuck them, man. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I can take my money and cry at night while wiping my eyes with $10,000 notes. Who gives a fuck? Who cares what they say? You know what I mean? Doesn't actually matter.
Haters try to beat you down, say fuck them, cause I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gon' be envious. I'm a big guns, got a service for the sentence with bodies, so stop trying to be in that hood addiction. Cause I'm the realest in the business, and everybody gon' be envious. I'm a big guns, got a service for the sentence with bodies, so stop trying to be another addition.
I'm just playing, Gen Z. You know I love you.
You know you're not playing. You know you're not playing. No, I mean, don't do that fucking kill shot Diddy bullshit, Eminem. Come on, bro. You know when. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just like wrapping up over here. Wait a second. What's going on with me? You know Eminem's not playing when he fucking says, oh no, I'm just kidding. Oh, please, you're not fucking kidding. Eminem never says something he doesn't mean. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Fire track, right? Eminem was Eminem, right? And Easy Mill's verse was cool. I think he tried to keep it more real than actually try to borrowing too much in it. I just think he tried to just say what he had to say. I think a lot of the borrowing is going to come with his album, which I did say you're going to have early access to the full breakdown of that album, man, with lots of bar breakdowns, with effects that you guys like and all that kind of shit, all in the sphere. The link is in the pinned comment. Thanks very much, man. This was absolute fire. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.